High in the freezing mountains, where snow covered the earth like a white blanket, there stood a lonely wooden hut. In that hut lived an old shepherd named Rehman. Rehman was blind in one eye, weak in body, and walked with a limp. People in nearby villages often said, "Poor old man." Even the wind could knock him down. But Rehman had survived 50 winters in those mountains. And the mountains had taught him something important. Strength is not always in the hands. Sometimes it hides in the mind. One stormy evening, Rahman was returning home with his sheep when he noticed strange footprints in the snow. Human footprints. Not one person. Several. Rahman's heart tightened. Hunters. And not ordinary hunters. Mountain thieves. They robbed travelers, stole animals, and sometimes even killed witnesses. Rahman quickly pushed his sheep into the wooden fence near his hut. Then he rushed inside and barred the door. Outside, the wind howled loudly. Then came footsteps. Crunch, crunch, crunch. 3 men stopped outside his hut. One of them laughed. "Easy work tonight. Just one old shepherd." Another said, "We take the sheep and leave before sunrise." Rahman looked around nervously. No weapon. No neighbors. No escape. Then suddenly, his eye stopped at something hanging near the fireplace. An old iron bell. Years ago, travelers used that bell during snowstorms to guide people through the mountains. Rahman slowly smiled. An idea had arrived. Outside, the thief stepped closer. "Open the door, old man." Rahman took the heavy bell and struck it once. Clang. The sound echoed through the mountains. Then Rahman shouted in a deep, commanding voice, "Only 3 tonight? Ha! Last winter they sent 6 armed men, and even they couldn't survive my wolves." The thieves froze. Inside the hut, Rahman quickly dragged wooden chairs across the floor to create loud scratching noises. Then he barked loudly like a command. "Quiet. Stay back until I open the door." Suddenly, from inside the hut came growling sounds. Not real wolves. Rahman was rubbing metal bowls together and making low sounds through a pipe. But outside, it sounded terrifying. The youngest thief whispered, "Did you hear that?" Another stepped back nervously. "How many wolves does this old man keep?" The leader tried to act brave. "It's probably a trick." But then Rahman shouted again, "You beasts haven't eaten fresh meat in days. Be patient. I'll throw one outside first." At that exact moment, Rahman kicked a sack hard against the door. Thud. The thieves jumped. The youngest one panicked. "I'm leaving." He ran into the snow. The second man followed immediately. Now only the leader remained. He clenched his knife tightly, trying to control his fear. Then Rehman calmly said from inside, "Interesting. The last one always thinks he is the bravest." Silence. Cold wind blew across the mountain. The thief suddenly imagined hungry wolves waiting behind the door. Huge beasts staring at him in darkness. His breathing became faster. His imagination became stronger than reality. And finally, he turned and ran too. Rahman waited silently until their footsteps disappeared. Then the old shepherd sat near the fire and laughed softly to himself. Not because he had defeated strong men, but because fear had defeated them for him. The next morning, villagers arrived after seeing footprints everywhere in the snow. They were shocked. "You scared away mountain thieves? Alone?" Rahman smiled and poured tea slowly. "No," he replied. "They were scared away by the stories inside their own heads." Sometimes people are not defeated by reality. They are defeated by what they believe reality might be. The thieves were stronger than Rehman. They had weapons. They had numbers. But fear turned shadows into wolves. In life too, many dangers grow powerful not because they are truly unstoppable, but because our imagination gives them extra strength. A calm mind can sometimes defeat a powerful enemy better than force ever can. Thanks for your patience in watching the video. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel. Raj Rishi.